Hey YouTube, Casey Classic 7 here, back again with another video. Got some NBA 2K18 here. In this video, I want to do a discussion talking about the MyLeague. I guess you can throw my GM into this, but I wanted to more specifically focus on the MyLeague. MyLeague, obviously a great feature that was added into NBA 2K. Something that was definitely appreciated, and it was definitely a facelift from the association that we got for NBA in the past on the PS3 days. So as you can see, the tagline for the My League, play a robust 80-year experience where you can where you have complete customization over every aspect of how your league plays out. Um, Obviously, that sounds like something that's very interesting. If you are interested in something like My League and franchise association, stuff like that, but it's time to take that next step when we're talking about complete customization over every aspect of how your league plays out. Because right now, it still feels like it's an NBA style of league, with your added touches onto that league, which obviously makes sense because it's an NBA style of game. But in the same breath, you still want to have that complete customization over your league. Um, and I feel like we should have the ability to do that. Starting with the league expansion, we're going to talk about this. So when we're talking about league expansions, you have multiple options on how you want to expand your league. You can download teams in the team designer. There's a bunch of different teams in here. Old school teams, college teams, EuroLeague teams, Pro-Am teams, completely custom teams. It's a bunch of different options when it comes to downloading your team design. One of the downfalls with downloading your team design is after you download more than 6 teams, it automatically turns into a My League that is on the server. Personally, I don't like that aspect of it, because if you have people who are specifically offline people, but they're able to get their hands on online for a couple days at a time, if they wanted to completely customize their league with downloaded teams, they can't do that, because once they go back offline, it's not going to be able to load that save. One thing that they could add into the game is a create a team feature, where it's specifically an offline feature. Obviously, can be used online as well, but those created teams, similar to like your created players, you can have someone create all the teams that they want to create, and um, after that, they can just use those teams to replace whatever teams or all the teams that they want to replace in the NBA offline. So it's not something that's specifically an online thing. Um, you also have the ability, obviously, to create your teams and use pre-built teams. And the teams in the pre-built teams were teams that already had franchises in the NBA, and they kind of rebranded those teams, I guess you can say, because obviously the teams that were already the team that was in Louisville, the team that was in Cincinnati, Vancouver, the franchise for the most part is still around. So Vancouver went to Memphis and became the Grizzlies. You're obviously not gonna have the Vancouver Grizzlies, so they have to rebrand them, and the team that they chose was the Ravens, for example. Um, these teams, though, you can um, add these also. You can add in 6 teams with no problems. But I still do think that for the offline gamer, they need the ability to be able to rebrand every single team like you could do if you were using your My League on the server. Um, the next thing I would like to see added into My League, um, we're just going to load up into a random My League. So the next thing that I'd like to see added into the My League is the ability to determine where we want our league date to start and end. We should be able to determine that as well. Some people might not want to start their league in October and have it run through April. Some people might want to push it back. Some people might want to move it up. We should have that ability to do that in MyLeague. We have the ability to rebrand every team, but we need the ability to determine where we want our league to start as well. Along with that, we should be able to rebrand the whole NBA. If we don't want to have an NBA league, let's say we want to have a custom league or a Euro league or another league, we should have the ability to do that as well. It shouldn't have to be specifically an NBA style of league with our custom teams and customizations within that NBA style of league. That's something I definitely think is tangible. That's something that that can be done, because with their other title, WWE, when you're doing your universe, you can it doesn't have to be a specific WWE universe. You can rebrand it into whatever brand you want it to be, whether it is an existing brand or it is a defunct brand. You can literally rebrand the league however you want to rebrand it. So, some other things that would be cool to for your MyLeague, you should be able to determine how you want your all-star setup to be. If you want a rising star game, or if you don't, if you want more people in the dunk contest or in 3-point contest, or if you don't, if you want the whole setup of your all-star game to be different, if you want it to be placed somewhere else, you should have the ability to do all those things. I think that would be extremely beneficial and extremely cool for them to add that into the league. And I definitely think that's something that's tangible. Forgot to mention this when talking about the rebranding of your league. We should be able to customize the East-West as well. We shouldn't be limited to having an East and a West. If you want to have a different setup, a different setup of divisions, whether like North South or whatever their A B, whatever you want it to be, red and blue, it doesn't matter. We should have the ability to do that as well. That's something that I also think could be extremely beneficial. And even in I know that there might not be a lot of people who are that in depth and who would care that much about that much customization in a league, but it's also people who do want those options and who do want to be able to customize your league in that way, and they should have the ability to do that. If we want to expand and shrink in how many teams make it to the playoffs, we should have that ability as well. Literally, when we're talking about complete customization, we should literally have complete customization of our league. Some other things that would be cool to add into MyLeague as well: give us the ability to add warm-ups to our created teams. So if we want to create these teams, let us create those warm-ups for those teams as well. I think that's something that can be extremely cool if it was added into MyLeague. The way that they have it right now, the teams don't have warm-ups if you make a created team, but we should be able to have the ability to create those warm-ups for those teams as well. Team color socks, I'm not sure if that's in or not, but if we want to have custom socks for our created teams, similar to if you think of a team like Oregon who has those bright flamboyant socks, I think Baylor's basketball team wears bright flamboyant socks as well. Team color socks, we should have the ability to put those on our custom teams, and even on the NBA teams if we want to do so. Definitely think that would be something that would be appreciated by the community and by everyone who would utilize that feature. These are just a couple of things, which really is a good amount of things, but this isn't something that has to be all added into 2K19. Some of the stuff obviously can be added into 2K19, but overall they need to find a way to give the user complete customization of their league, every aspect of their league, and it doesn't feel like it's a custom league within the NBA league with your NBA restrictions and parameters. So I'm just thinking about what 2K can do next when it comes to their MyLeague, and instead of just saying like, okay, this is wrong with MyLeague, this is wrong with MyLeague, this is wrong with MyLeague, I also want to give you guys some obtainable and honest feedback on how they can honestly make this a better experience for everyone who enjoys and plays in the MyLeague. Let me know what you guys think. Is this something, or the things I mentioned in this video, are they things that you guys are utilized? Do you care about those things? Do you guys have other things that I didn't mention in this video that you'd like to see added into the MyLeague? Let me know. Definitely, there are no wrong answers. Obviously, this is all opinion based. And whenever you do make these videos, it just you have to make sure that these things are obtainable, and these things are things that can be completed within a dev cycle, or within a couple dev cycles, or things that they can even expand upon. So let me know what you guys think. Definitely like the video, dislike the video. If you dislike it, feel free to comment on the video. Would love to hear your guys' feedback, and we'll be back very soon with some more content. KC Classic 7 signing out.